All right, so here I am again with my book, If He Doesn't, and the journal, If He Doesn't. And one of my favorite sections talks about definitions. I have a whole section dedicated to definitions, and definitions is important because the way that we define something is the way that we will live based off of the way that we understand that word. And so one of the words that I have here is faith. I have prayer, church, love, healing, grace, and we all have our own definition for that. I don't know what that is. It's floating in the air. We all have our own definition for things, but sometimes when you're raised in church, you tend to give the robotic answer of the way that you know that you should answer the question. What I'm asking for in this journal is not the should, right? Not the scripted, I heard a preacher say, but what you actually believe about these words. What it has been your definition. What words would you put to it? How would you define these things? All too often, we are living in cognitive dissonance. We're disconnected from the thing we say and the way that we live, because we're actually living how we define things, even though we're saying we define it a different way. And so that's where this section kind of came out of. People who are, I'm going to put the air quotes, maybe you feel like you're deconstructing your faith, or you have some questions or some doubts about your faith, going over, well, what do I currently believe about faith? What do I currently even believe about church? What do I believe about life? What do I believe about good and evil? These are all things that help us to first become aware of ourselves, and then we can probably start from there to restructure and rebuild or discover what the right way, so to speak, or the truth is about that particular word. So hope that's helpful to you. That's one of my favorite sections.